I make my famous, fabulous salmon cakes. Okay, so again, you know, when there are certain aromas, I always wish you guys can be able to smell. But you will be able to smell as you follow my recipe. So basically, what I'm using is Icy Point 100% natural fancy Alaskan pink salmon. So there it is. Okay, you guys, right there. That's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using organic breadcrumbs from Trader Joe. I'm going to be using, of course, my pink Himalaya salt. Some people like to call it pink salt. I'm going to be also using a little bit of seasoning salt, not too much salt. I'm really a person that's conscious about sodium and salt, because you know that's either you have hypertension or it can lead to hypertension. And if you don't have any of that, which I don't, you want to keep it that way. But then you also want your food to taste tasty as well. And then, of course, I have my black pepper. You could use any brand that you'd like. You know, it doesn't matter as long as it's black pepper. Usually, I like to grind up my own black pepper. You know, you have the pepper cones, but I'm out of pepper cones today, so we won't be using that. And I also want to show you I'm using a red bell pepper. I already have it cut up, so I just put it in one of these handy food packages so that you can see what it looks like, because sometimes people don't know what a bell pepper looks like. You can also use a green bell pepper as well, but today I'm using red, not only for color, but I like the taste. Not that I don't like the taste of the green bell peppers, but today we're using red. The other thing that I have over here that I have prepared already and already chopped is red onions. So that's what I have over there. Here's my chopped red bell peppers right there. Next thing I have, which is already chopped up, is my garlic, fresh garlic. And here's what that looks like in the event that you don't know what it looks like. Here's my fresh egg. I have a fresh egg. Okay, my breadcrumbs, they're already out of the gate. So this is 1/3 cup of breadcrumbs. I don't really think, guys, I'm going to use the entire 1/3 of a cup of breadcrumb, because basically what the breadcrumbs do, it binds itself with the moisture from the egg. So that's why I use that. And then I have my famous Jamaican red pepper, which is called Scotch bonnet pepper. So I'm only going to use just a teeny little bit of that, because this can make your mouth go like that. So I don't want you to, you know, have to run away from the food. And then of course we're going to be using our safflower seed oil. I'm going to now put a little bit of this into my pan. I had a crumb of breadcrumbs there, because I was moving things around in the kitchen. Guys, it is so cold today. How cold? Bone cold. When I woke up this morning and I turned on the television just to see what the temperature was, it said 3 degrees. Yeah, 3. So the time now is 1:30. It has gone up to 12 degrees. So that's what it is. So I hope wherever you are, around the country, around the world, I hope you're all keeping warm. And as you dress to go out, you're layering yourself. Protect your hands, your feet, your face. Yeah. Of course, your head, because you lose the heat from the crown of your head. So keep that heat in your body to keep you warm. So, okay, let's get started. Before I get started, I'm going to cut a little bit. I've already washed off my pepper. So I'm just going to cut off just a wee bit. And I'm going to cut it up very fine. So we have all survived the Christmas 2018, and we're now actually finished the first month of the year, January, which is my birthday month, my birth month. So I guess I'm finished celebrating my birthday because the month of January is gone. Okay, so there we have it. And I'm just going to take this and I'm going to just mix it in with my garlic. I could put it in with the onions as well. It really does not matter whether I put it in with the onions or the garlic, because it's really all going down one place. But you know, when you are demonstrating and showing people how to do things, it's best that you try to do it in front of them, or if you can't do it in front of them, you at least prepare it and present it in such a way that they can see what it is that you're actually doing. I've already washed off the top and around the edges of my can, and I always do that when I buy canned goods, which I don't use too many canned goods, but when I do have to use canned goods, that's what I do. So there. I'm going to also pour off some of the liquid from the salmon, and I'm going to also bring my bowl over, and I'm going to put, now guys, you can also buy red salmon, the sockeye salmon, which is quite expensive. And if you're doing something for a tailgate party, or you're having friends over, and you know, you might even need to use 2 cans of the pink salmon, because it depends on how many people you have over. But I tell you what, the red salmon is very expensive. And a little can like that size is about, I think I saw in the supermarket, I think I saw it was $6.99. So basically I paid $5.99 for 14 3/4 ounces is what I paid for this one, $5.99. Okay, so I'm going to use my fork. You could use your blender if you want. I wasn't going to use use my blender, because I don't know if everyone has a blender. And if you don't have a blender, you know, I don't want you to feel, oh, I can't do this because I don't have a blender. But if you have your blender, you put this in the blender and, you know, have it nice and broken up. But sometimes I use my tools and my equipment, and sometimes I don't, because I don't know who's watching me, where they are, what they may have, and what they don't have. And I don't like people to feel that if I don't have this, I can't do that. So I want everyone to be motivated and to know that, hey, Ajike, I got you. So that's my thinking always, because I want to be inclusive with everybody if I can be. So here we go. So I'm going to bring this up to the camera so that you can really see how I've got this done. You see? You can just like that. So that's what you want. And then I'm going to now take my breadcrumbs, and I'm going to just basically sprinkle my breadcrumbs over the fish. This fish, the salmon. Okay, so I didn't use the complete cup. I'm going to eyeball it. I guess when you start eyeballing, when you're cooking, that means you're an experienced cook. You more or less know how much is needed. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, which is our liquid, is our egg, which is a large egg. You could either whip it up, you know, before you pour it into your fish, or you could do like I'm doing, blend it in, because that's what I like to do. I like to blend it in. Okay. Now, I saved some of this liquid from the fish. I'm going to just use a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. And then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more of my breadcrumbs. And then I'm going to use my full dish